Hi Bibies and welcome to my channel. My name is Carmi and in today's video we are gonna do a very simple brown smoky eye. Maybe not, because you guys know I love playing with color, and what better occasion than Pride Month. Like, June is all about gay pride and the parades, and I want to say very quickly that I am not the kind of person that normally likes to just go out. I do love the comfort of my house and my sofa, my movies and my animals, but Pride Month is the time to go out and pay our duty, our rights, and also see people and friends that we normally don't get to see all the time. So I'm really looking forward for Pride this year, as well as a little bit of color onto my face is something that I always love. As you guys know, it's part of my artistic art, like my self-expression. I do love colors and I love playing with that. Really rarely I will do just a soft smoky eye. I just feel like this face loves the cosmetics. So I really hope you guys are gonna enjoy this full face tutorial. Now I want to say something really quickly. I know I've been so naughty lately because I'm not being very active here on YouTube. There is a lot going on in my private life as well as my working life, and I want to say very quickly, my private life, everything is good. Bae's still sticking around, so don't you worry. I'm not breaking up anytime soon. Touch wood. But I've been working on a lot of projects. Some of them are already out, and I will leave it down in the description as well if you guys want to check it out. I just done a video in collaboration with SUPERDRUG when I showed you another Pride look, so link it down there. As well as I just released an interview on one of my favorite blogs that there is possible, and you guys really need to read it because I had the most amazing time to have this little cutesy interview. And you guys may be gonna find out if you're gonna go and read the Fuzzable vlog. So there is a little bit of a big news, so I will let you go and check it out because maybe something else is happening very soon, but I'm gonna leave it out there. So I really hope you guys are gonna enjoy this tutorial, so let me just scoop to that part, and big kisses and happy Pride! Alright Bibies, and welcome to the tutorial part. Now I do have my brows as per usual on, only because nothing really changes. But we're gonna start with our eyes, and you guys seen it, we have done a very beautiful, colorful, like rainbow inspired look. And one thing that I do have to say, when we are doing very colorful looks, always do your eyes first, because it might happen that you do get fallout. One of those palettes does actually have a little bit of fallout because it's more of a pigment instead of a pressed shadow, but just in case, we can always save ourselves, and instead of like crying later, we can just prevent the mistakes. So you guys know I already put my primer on, and as usual I use my Soft Ochre by MAC. It's the one that I tend to use every single day of my life. Can't live without. But now we are gonna move in with this palette over here. You guys probably already know it is my Revolution palette, the one in collaboration that I've done with them. Yes, a little bit of shameless self-promotion, but to be honest with you, I actually need from the warm side eye, the shades that I have over here. There is the yellow, the orange, and this beautiful burgundy, kind of like red. Like I need this palette. Like I can't live without. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this small detail brush and start with the shades over here. There is the yellow. You guys know it is super pigmented, and I'm gonna start to press this one on the center of my eye. So just like press. So one thing that I do have to say for today's look, we are starting from the lighter shade of each eye. There is the inner corner, and we are gonna move out and make it smokier. So after using yellow hearts, we're now going to move in with the shade Bibies, and we do have a small detail brush. So let's just take this one over here. So it is flat, so this is really going to help to pack up the color. And just like press this one in the center, and you kind of want to go on top of the yellow just a little bit, not too much because you still want to see it, but just like press. We're now gonna dip up our crease and we're gonna use the shade over here that is called Kiss of Fire. And of course, just take it on this another clean brush. The things with looks like this is you have to have a lot of brushes because you can't really use the same one or the color really won't show. So my tips is, again, fluffy this time, is press it at the edge of my eyes, just over here. And then what you wanna do is very, very lightly kind of like blend it and smoke it. We want to keep it a little bit higher as well. We don't really want to have a small eye. We still want to make sure we have beautiful big eyes. So again, take your time and just like blend, blend, blend. So what we're gonna do now is pretty much follow exactly the same step, but on the other side. With the other palette, there is the Urban Decay, the electric one. So again, clean, small, detailed brush. And I'm gonna start with the shade over here called Trash. One thing I do have to say, I love the names even of this palette over here. They are so weird and so cool. So dust off the excess and just like press this one over here. Now this one over here, they are super, super bright because they are a press pigment. Now it does say at the back of the palette that some shades are not suitable on the very close part of the eye area. So definitely if you are very sensitive, if your eyes tend to stain quite a lot, you do want to kind of avoid the reddish shade over here. I know it's a very weird to have an eyeshadow palette that you can't put it onto your eyes, but this is more like a press pigment. It's very weird how this one was really created, but you guys already see, like, look at the colors, they are so pretty. So onto your own risk, but it's something that I do want to mention that yeah, it might be staining a little bit your eyes. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Gonzo over here, and I'm using pretty much the same brush that I use for the orange over here. So definitely flat and clean. I know I'm repeating myself quite a lot, but let me tell you, it is super important that your brushes are clean. So let me just start to press this one, and look at the pigment, it is so stunning. And let's just like very carefully just like go in to this area. And lastly, a fluffy brush and the shade Urban. Now, I personally prefer Jilted. There is this one over here, but I find it because we put this blue down, we have to go in with a darker purple. So let's just take it onto our brush, and then again, first we start to pack it in, and yes, perfect choice. Self-complimenting is amazing. And then of course we are just gonna like blend it in, and we want to do pretty much the same that we did on the other side. So definitely want to blow it up and make sure we are smoky. So let's do this. Alright, Bibies, so now what we want to do is actually replicate what we have at the top down to the bottom. So I'm actually using exactly the same color, the same brushes, and we're starting again from this side over here, then we move to the other one. So take your time, breathe in, breathe out, same brushes, same color, nothing difficult. I know you can do it, so let's just start. You Bibies have seen it was super easy to actually like blend the shade underneath. Nothing that we are need to be worried about, you know, like we are good with our brushes. So what we're gonna do right now is actually use a little bit of eyeliner, and I'm using my favorite eyeliner by Alice Splash, that is the Architect. Now I chose this one over here because it's absolutely fine line, so it's gonna get me some beautiful wings, but because it's me, I wanted to actually have a little bit of glitter, so I'm gonna go in with a new one that Alice Splash just came out, and this one is on the shade Lumos. And what I like about is because on this side over here is actually glitters, and is white glitters, and I feel like it's gonna be like neutral enough to stand out on both sides. But yes, if you guys do have this one, it does come with a felt tip applicator. Now, is not my favorite applicator, also is a bit too chunky for this specific look that I want to do today. so that's the reason why I won't be using it. But don't you worry, I will definitely show you how to use it in an upcoming videos. There are different colors as well, and yes, I'm absolutely obsessed with glitter liners by Splash. They are stunning. So let's just very quickly do our eyeliner, and then of course it's Lush time. Alright, Bibies, I completed my eyes using this new Unicorn Cosmetics lashes. Now this one over here in the style Double Pop, and of course I did put in some mascara and a black pencil in my waterline. Now before I move into the second part, there is our skin, and let me tell you, I'm testing out a new highlighter palette and I cannot wait. I do have actually a question for you. I got rich from the Unicorn Cosmetics company, and you guys have seen it. They've sent me some of their beautiful PR, and so far I've been actually really enjoying them. They did ask me if I wanted a discount code with them, and I'm gonna explain to you very quickly what it is, how does it work if you actually have never used one, and I'm actually asking you, what do you guys feel? Do you want me to get one? So the way it works is an affiliate code, and it will give you guys a discount. I'm not 100% sure how much discount you actually get. It's something that I did personally not look into it, but normally is between 10 to 25%, and what you do is you save money. Now every time that discount code used, because it will be personalized to me, I will get a little bit of a commission. So I wanted to be, you guys know, honest and real with you all the time. So if you guys want me to try and get a discount code where I will make commission every time you use it, I will definitely reach their PR team and see when can we get this one sorted out. If you're not interested, and if you feel like maybe not, I totally understand, and yeah, I can't wait to actually see what you guys are feeling. Now Unicorn Cosmetics don't only do lashes, but they do brushes, as well as I believe they're starting to do like a lot more stuff like lip glosses, and I believe highlighter as well. Double check onto their website, as well as yeah, let me know, and we will work together. So we are now on the second part of the tutorial, and this is going to be very quick because we are going to do my skin routine. Now let me tell you, nothing really has changed lately. I've been pretty much using a lot of the same product. I am a little bit boring when it comes to like face product. Once I feel like they work and they make my face look pretty, I tend to stick with them, but I will try a new highlighter palette, as I said. So let me just do very quickly my base, and I will be using the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. Yes, a little bit bougie, but I keep saying to you guys, I'm so sorry, but I really love this product, and yeah, so I'm gonna use this one. Then for foundation and concealer, two must-haves for me: the Elego Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Medium Beige. Beautiful foundation. I do have a video if you guys want to see how it holds through the day, and I will leave it down into the description, as well as Conceal and Define by Revolution in the shade C.6. I'm very intrigued because normally I use 7, but my 7 has run out today, and yeah, so I'm gonna use a number 6. I believe I did use it a couple of times, so I'm not too worried about. So let me just do my face very quickly, and then we are gonna move in with powder and finally highlighter. So now that we have our base down, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. And let me tell you, I've been experimenting this new technique that I don't know if I've seen it somebody or if I was dreaming about it, but I've been using it and I've been enjoying it. So I'm gonna show you actually like how do I really do it. So I take my powder, and this one over here is the Elego Pro Contouring Powder. Of course, on my usual brush. Now normally to put a powder contouring, you will set it with translucent powder. powder or like a normal powder foundation, I have been skipping that. And I think I actually end up doing it because I made a mistake, and I actually love it. So what I do is I take a little bit, and when I mean a little bit, I mean a lot, dust off the excess and start to get my contouring down. Now, normally having a foundation underneath and setting it with contouring, it will kind of feel a little bit blotchy and weird, but let me tell you, for some reason it just really works. It starts sometimes to have a little bit of dots, so what you have to do is really work it into the skin, and then after I take my mineralized skin finish by MAC, so my normal pressed powder, on my clean big brush, and once I go on top of it, look at that, it gives me like a perfect kind of like contouring shade without like looking blotchy or powdery or anything, and it just feels like the contouring is from underneath instead of being sitting on top. So yes, let me carry on contouring, and then after I'll be setting up the rest of my face with my mineralized skin finish. It's now time to glow, and I'll be using the new LA Splash Luminous palette. Now this one is the packaging and it's absolutely stunning. Then when you actually open it, is super slick, and it does actually have a magnetizing feel to it, as well as a mirror on this side over here. And you guys know I love a palette with a mirror. And this one are the 4 highlighters. We have a pink, a very light pearlescent, a gold one, and this one looks kind of like a little bit of a rose gold. Now I've been I'm gonna go in with Illuminate, you know, I'm gonna take the risk and see how it is. I do feel it's probably going to be blinding because one thing I do have to say with LA Splash, they do not kid around with their pigment. So let me just, yes, it is gorgeous. Let me go in. Let me, okay. So this is happening. This moment is actually a thing. It does have a little bit of fallout into the pan, and it is a little bit more powdery than I was expecting. This is kind of like my first impression, but it is very, very pretty. Let me just kind of like put on a little bit of my sponge on top. Am I obsessed about it? Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. Let me keep on adding this highlighter, and I'll let you know how I feel. I'm gonna add just a little bit Luminous at this time. Let me see if this one shows more. Yes, this is definitely more of a showstopper. Again, I do feel they are a little bit too powdery for me. Like they are not the best consistency. Like the finish is pretty, but they are slightly texturizing my skin. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but they are drying out a little bit. Now I don't know if it may be because I'm using like a matte foundation underneath. Also, I am dry skin as well, so that always sometimes you need to keep in consideration, but it is giving me a little bit of dry desert. And yeah, so let's just move to the next step, and I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild Focus Finish Natural, the setting spray. Should we just call it setting spray? So I'm gonna spritz a little bit to just get away the over excess of powder, and yeah, it's already looking better. Like at least in real life is looking delish. So I'm gonna just wait for dry for a second, and I need to pick up a lipstick. I actually don't have one. Give me 1 second. We're gonna do lips. Surprise, surprise, we're gonna go in with nude lip. Because the eyes are so strong, again, we need to balance it out. And today we're actually gonna use a lip pencil and a lipstick, and they're both from ASOS. Was I the only person that did not know that ASOS had their own makeup line? I believe I was, because I made myself sound and look like a fool when I went to the event, because yeah, I think I got judged, but in a nice way, because you want to go to places and be prepared more than just like since when do you guys do makeup and shout in the room when everyone is silent? So, story of my life, The Embarrassment of Carmi, a book of many chapters. So let me put on this ones very quickly onto the lips, and then we see our final result. So here are Bibies, so this is our completed look, and let me tell you, I really hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you feel this is a good representation of a Pride Bibi. Now, I will say very quickly something like a little word of advice. Please take it from me, Mama Bibi, that I do have a little bit of an age, and I have experienced a lot of things in my life, and this really comes from my heart, and I really hope you guys are gonna grab it and hold it, because I would really like you guys to just go and tell the people that you love them, Go and hug your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, anything, anybody that really always make you feel safe and protected, and that loves you unconditionally for who you are and never asks you a question. And it doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is. I don't care about your skin. I don't care about anything. You are you, and there is nothing better. And remember that real beauty is happiness. So go and share some love to everybody. And of course, if you can and if you want, on my saucy bun, you can share some love to me by giving me a good thumbs up, stay subscribed, and leave me comments down below. As well, if you can, it will mean the world to me if you can share this video. Help me reach the Bibi family that we love and we deserve, because we are the most Pride family out of the internet. And always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.